Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from group 6 and today we are going to explain our material with the title Gender and Age. The members of group 6, that is Ahmad Aufan Najwan, Muhammad Alif Budiman, and me, Ricky Abainur Rahim. Okay, first, gender. Do women and men speak differently? Do children speak differently from adults? The answer to both these questions is almost certainly yes for all speech communities, and the reason in both cases are mainly social and cultural. The linguistic forms used by women and men contrast to different degrees in all speech communities. There are other ways in which the linguistic behavior of women and men differs. It is claimed women are more linguistically polite than men, and that women and men emphasize different speech function. The discussion of gender in this material focus largely on contrast between empirically observed features of women's and men's speech. Gender in language. Gender in language divided into three, namely gender exclusive speech differences, gender preferential speech features, and gender in social class. Alright, the first is gender exclusive speech differences. Generally, sociolinguists indicate that there are speech varieties used by men and women in some societies. For example, in Japanese, use different words. Okay, you can see on this example in Japanese, there are two speech varieties form. Woman's form and men's form. Woman's form, Oto-san. Men's form, Oyaji. Oto-san and Oyaji have the same meaning, that is father. But Oto-san, it is woman form, and Oyaji, it is men's form. In modern standard Japanese, these distinctions are more a matter of degrees of formality or politeness than gender. So, the men's form are largely restricted to casual contexts, while the woman's form are used everyone in public context. Okay, the second is gender preferential speech features. In many societies, different genders show a preference for using certain linguistic features more than others. One of the claims is that women use more socially accepted variants of language than men. Linguistic features that are preferred and utilized by a certain gender. In Western urban communities where women's and men's social roles overlap, the speech form they use also overlap. In other words, women and men don't use completely different form. They use different quantities or frequencies of the same forms. Alright, the example of gender preferential speech features. Woman. Women use more ing pronunciation as swimming, dancing, typing, and etc. While men use more in pronunciation such as swimming, dancing, typing, like that. Okay, the last, gender and social class. In Western societies, where women's and men's social roles overlap, The speech forms they use also overlap. Women tend to use more standard form than men. Men use more of the vernacular forms. Okay, for the next presentation will be delivered by Ahmad Aufa Najwan.
Alright, the next explanation is about age. The first is age-graded features of speech. So, one of the most obvious speech differences between women and men is the pitch of their voice. So, about the pitch of the voice, first, the pitch of women's and men's voice differences develop at puberty. So, when the women reach their puberty, the pitch of their voice is become so high, and the men, when they are have reached the puberty, the pitch of their voice is become deeper. But the exceptions, some women's natural speaking pitch is deeper than that of some men. And next is word vocabulary. So, in generally speaking, teenagers use swear words more often. So, swear words here in bahasa is like sumpah serapah atau kata-kata kotor. So, the teenagers use swear words more often. Like, we know, like today, when teenagers playing mobile games, so they're saying many swear words. So, and the next, adult men restrict swearing largely to all male settings. So, adult men still use swear words, but in the situation, in the certain situation and certain setting, like when talk with the best friend in the community in group, there are male to male or man to man, so there are still to talk swear words. It's like jokes. And the next is females reduce swearing in all settings as they have moved into adulthood. So almost of females reduce in using swear words in all settings, but there are some females or women that have still use swear word. And the next is slang. Slang is linguistic prerogative of young people, which means they are free or they have a right to make press that are separated from the general public or from the society. The prerogative here in bahasa is like hak istimewa seperti itu. The next material is age and social dialect. So the frequency of vernacular forms in different age groups, they are separated from three groups. First is adolescents, next is middle age, and the last is old age. So adolescents will generally use more non-standard varieties than younger adults. So from adolescence to adulthood, the use of non-standard form of speech will gradually decrease in favor of more standard forms of speech until a particular stage in late adulthood. So when the adolescents, they are more using non-prestige varieties or often specific anti-prestige. Okay, and the next is the frequency of using standard forms of speech will again decrease within older adults, and more non-standard forms will be used again. So, like in adolescents, there are use more non-standard varieties, but in the adulthood or in the middle age, they use like standard language, but in the older adults or in the end of the middle age or in the beginning of the older age, they're back using non-standard language. Next is age grading and language change. So when linguistics change is spreading through a community or in a society, there will be a regular increase or decrease in the use of the linguistic form over time. For innovation, a form of the increase will show up in a graph as low use of the form by older people and a higher use among younger people. And meanwhile, for a form that is disappearing, just the opposite will be true. Younger people will use less of the form and older people more use of the form. For the example, the Old Banjarese form, the Old Banjar language form, which is more often used by older people and less used by the younger people. An example of the words is babahub, which means berbagi atau berkongsi, which is rarely used by younger people. And the another example is like me personally, now I think I have many loss of Banjaris. Like for now, I'm usually like using bahasa between Banjaris. Alright, and the last is the conclusion. Gender and age are things that are often discussed in society, not only in cycle but also in understanding the language. The use of language between gender and age is often discussed. How men and women talk to each other, how they express a language in their lives, and so on. Age is also often discussed. How children express sentence is different from how adults express the sentence. Every place in this world must have a different social sphere, which also gives rise to various language between these social groups. Gender and age are also included. There are women in a society who speak more and vice versa. There are children who are 10 years old but have been equipped with qualified linguistic abilities, and some are the other way around. It is this variation that always brings change and progress to the language. Okay, that's all for our groups. Thanks for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.